y'all. So let's rock, y'all. Non-stop, y'all. To the beat, y'all. The body rock, y'all. So let's rock, y'all. Non-stop, y'all. To the beat, y'all. The body rock, y'all. So let's rock, y'all. Non-stop, y'all. To the beat, y'all. The body rock, y'all. So let's rock, y'all. Non-stop, y'all. To the beat, y'all. The body rock, y'all. So let's rock, y'all. Non-stop, y'all. To the beat, y'all. The body rock, y'all. So let's rock, y'all. Non-stop, y'all. To the beat, y'all. The body rock, y'all. So let's rock, y'all. To the beat, y'all. The body rock, y'all.
Qualified, but basically had a misfire throughout the whole of the qualifying, so ended up 31st and last, which on the back of what we've done in the first couple of rounds is disappointing, because we'd made big inroads in the setup of the car and we'd had a boost uplift, so that was very disappointing, but it is what it was. A misfire was a misfire. Race 1 had a good start, again from the back of the grid, but managed to make up 5 or 6 or 7 places. Going out onto the second lap, engine just cut clean out. We subsequently know what it is, but nothing I could do. Car wouldn't restart, ended up being parked just entering the home straight and watched the race. Race 2, we found the problem that stopped the car running in race 1. It was an oil pressure sensor, which when the oil pressure drops in the engine cuts. It's a fail-safe to stop it launching itself, blowing up and spreading itself across the track. So cut the engine, so we replaced the sensor. On lap 1 again, managed to make up several places, and oil pressure sensor failed, engine cut again. So desperately disappointing. The only thing that could have been worse is it could have exploded the engine. At least it's there and it saved the engine. So wrecked the race, but saved the engine. So I suppose if you're looking for anything, there's a positive. Our thoughts were that at the end of the day we have responsibilities not only to the people that help us, the whole team, all 20 of us that are here, but also our sponsors, Powermax, Ningbo, UPN, Steel Seal, JB Weld. We have responsibilities, and at the end of the day they want coverage, so we took the gamble that the sensors were the ones that were failing and it wasn't the engine with no oil pressure, and started on the back again and got involved and had a race. Made up several places again by turn 3, and then got hit from the side by a car coming off the grass, sideswiped me, turned around, and I was 100 yards last. Anyway, within 16 laps, which is a race duration, a couple of safety cars, managed to get myself back into it. We narrowed the gap from 3 seconds in qualifying to a second to the top front running teams, and that's a lot of that is mileage in the car. The car hasn't run enough. I haven't had enough seat time, and it's very difficult to actually for the car to transfer from a right turn to a left turn. Because the steering is it almost locks up. So we're going to work on that, because we've found in where we're sat here filming this and in the chicane coming onto the home straight that we're losing 0.6 of a second just in these midpoints of both these chicanes, and that's huge. That's nearly half on this lap of the time that we are behind the front runners. 5 weeks now until Alton. Alton's our home track. I've done a lot of racing at Alton, which is a bonus. I know the track very well. I've done hundreds of laps there, so my deficiency shouldn't be me that's deficient there, or certainly not by much.